Yo, what's up, guys? This is One Time Play here, back at it again with another one. And today I got something pretty interesting, something that no one knows how true it is or to what extent it has actually been implemented to the game. But it's an interesting idea to actually entertain, and it's a crazy thing to look into if it's true that Epic Games is going behind our back and implementing secret updates, or it's not actually adding everything they're doing to the patch notes, which I mean, it's not too far-fetched to speculate, because I mean, there's probably so much stuff that they're doing that that is not going on the patch notes, but there's a secret update that was implemented to Fortnite a little while ago, and it had to do a lot with aim assist and console players. Stay tuned. But for now, play my intro! And so we're back, and let's just quickly discuss what this Reddit post actually goes into detail about. And it essentially just goes on and discuss particular thing that Epic Games did behind everyone's back, because no one knows or knew that this happened because it wasn't included on the patch notes, and that's that there was a secret update that was implemented to console players with the nerf MSs on SMGs. So first, we're gonna go and discuss what this article says about this in particularly, and then I'm gonna tell you guys why is it that this is something that was implemented. If it's true that it happened at all, this user seems to be convinced without a shadow of a doubt. And he goes on to say that the change was pretty obvious, and he says that if it seems that your skills drop when it came down to using SMGs, it wasn't your skills at all. It was just the nerf that they implemented on aim assist. And so let's simply go into what he is talking about so that I can then address why is this something that should have been done, and why is it that aim assist is something that is OP. And alright, well, first let's discuss the post, right? And so like I said, I'm gonna have the link below in the description, and you guys can go check it out if you guys want to and read it for yourselves. But I'm just quickly gonna go over the main points he tries to make, and that's the only reason Epic Games did this is to get in the way of the spray meta, and all they did was the nerf the aim assist two SMGs only. So not all the gun was touched, it was just SMG, and that's it. No, the ARs were not. Assault rifles aim assist was not touched. Shotguns aim assist was not touched. And well, snipers and rifles don't have aim assist. And so he simply goes on and says the SMGs were nerfed on a secret update that was implemented a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just simply gonna I'm simply gonna go over why this is something that makes sense if it happened at all, and that's when it comes down to aim assist, and you guys could go and check it out for yourself. Go on Playground and play against those little robots that are running in the sky or on the sky, and shoot at them. And you can see this clearly when it comes down to using a rifle and shooting at them. But if you want to wait until the robot runs into the crossers, since they're huge, just wait until it touches whatever corner of the crossers is, which is obviously just gonna be left and right. The moment that robot runs into the crosshair on your left or right, aim and shoot. Immediately, just aim and shoot, and you see the bullet hit him. About 90% of the time, the bullet is gonna hit him. And the aim assist, what it does is just basically moves the crosshair closer to the particular body part in which you're aiming to. So if your crosshairs mostly is on their shoulders, closer to their head, the bullet, the aim assist is gonna take the crosshair and force it to aim on your enemy's head. And so the reason this is a problem is because you need to be in a particular distance in order for this particular feature to take full effect. Other than that, it's just it becomes down more to your own skills as a shooter, right? Because the further you are from people, just as you guys can see, like I told you guys, there is no aim assist for sniper rifles, for sniper bolt action or rifles or any of that stuff. The 50 cal doesn't have aim assist. None of those guns have aim assist. Besides, I think the scope AR has a little bit of aim assist, and the same with the thermal weapon. And so, like I said, the further you are, the less likely your aim assist is gonna take it's gonna be utilized to its max abilities, and that's only because it needs a particular distance in order to take on its full effect, like I said before. And that's really noticeable, like I said, on playground. If you go on and practice with the hunting rifle and you wait for the robot to run to whatever edge is either left or right of the crossers, and you aim and shoot immediately the moment that the robot touches any of those ends, then you see how the bullet 90% of the time goes, it hits either the head because your crossers is mostly up there, or the chest because your crossers is like mostly on the bottom lower part of that body. But the only reason that they had to, if they did implemented this particular secret update, and this particular Reddit user seems to be almost certain about, and he says that it was really noticeable when this happened, and when the update took effect and was implemented. And the only reason that that would work, and the only reason why that would make sense, is because SMGs are a close quarter combat weapon, which is automatic, and so if you're spamming the aim button, it resets the bloom mechanics for the game. And so it would make sense that basically spamming the aim button so that you can get more shots with the aim assist. And not just that, but the first shot accuracy is wild. You basically have an entire recipe for abusing what could potentially be something that is necessary for the content players, due to the fact that you don't have that much leverage on the joystick that you do on the mouse. It's not like I'm using my whole hand to move the crosshairs specifically where I need them to be, right? Like I had to either flick or slowly move the crosshairs on the joystick, which is, like I said, there's far more leverage if I'm using my whole my whole hand to move the mouse. So if taken advantage and MS is completely understood, then yeah, it will make you a whole lot better when it comes down to Fortnite. And so it would make sense that this is the reason why Epic Games might want to nerf this particular feature when it comes down to console players, due to the fact that SMG is a close quarter combat, and like I said, uh, the aim assist doesn't work the further you are from your opponent. So if you're using an AR and your opponent is about 50 meters away from you, you can still hit those shots. But aim assist is not gonna become as relevant as it would be with an SMG in close quarters, you know. And so this is the only reason why this will make sense. And he said that it was noticeable. I didn't notice any, but I did notice the nerfs, obviously, to the P90s, and how they took out the silencer because of its accuracy, and how that's obviously being spammed. You could even see that particular feature being abused with the silencer, the silence card. Dude, I hit headshots that I didn't even mean to. Like, I'm shooting at this guy, just basically holding down my thing, and I just keep abusing the aim assist thing by letting go of my aim and spamming it. And I be hitting headshots, man. Like, that thing is crazy. And the only reason I learned how to do this, and I'm actually getting better at using aim assist to what it can't do, that's because of Playground. I got my hands on a rifle, and you can see how, like, if you aim and shoot, if you aim closer to the body, if the guy is running left or right, like those robots do, and you aim and shoot, the bullet flies to him. Like, it just flies to him. Even if your crosshair is mostly outside, the aim assist is gonna push it inside the radius where you can hit the body. And if like if your crosshair is closer to his head, then the aim assist is gonna take the crosshair straight to their dome and you're gonna hit him. Like, it's crazy because it looks like a quick scope, but it's really not because of the aim assist feature. And so it makes sense that you would need to nerf or do something about it when it comes down to SMGs, due to the fact that it really is it's only really effective on close quarters. And so this is that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm gonna leave you guys with the article below. That's that's my speculation why they would do that. And it just makes sense, man. Like MSS is OP no matter what anyone says. That's why PC players complain about it. It really is something to keep an eye on. And if you don't really know how to use that, then it's something that you should really take time to go and practice, because it will really make you a good player. However, I don't recommend anybody relying solely on this, only due to the fact that it can make you a pretty bad player from a distance when it comes down to like using your own genuine skills when it comes down to shooting. And so yeah, I don't recommend anybody getting. I recommend people not using it for a little while so that you can see how bad you are when it comes down to aiming naturally. But I do recommend people to learn how to use this, as it says, an assistance to your own skills. And let's just leave it as that, guys. This is it for me. This is One Time Play here, signing out. Peace.